Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to start off by congratulating every Year Up student who made it this far. Year Up is a program for 18 to 24 years old, but I was barely an adult. I started the program when I was 17 years old. I turned 18 the week of orientation. That makes me the youngest student in the program. Even though I'm young, I've seen a lot of life. My parents, they migrated from El Salvador to the US. My mother raised me and my three brothers in the projects of Chelsea. My mom never learned how to speak English, so we only speak Spanish at home. My father wasn't a father at all. He would come home drunk and beat my mom and would punish me as a child. He left when I was 7 years old. It turned out he had a whole other family too. My mother filled the void of being the father and the mother figure in my life. But I loved my family, my mom and my three brothers. We were good as long as we had each other. One evening, my mother and I were going home. I was 5 years old at the time. We found my brother Edwin on the street, bleeding. My brother Edwin was stabbed in the back 14 times. It was through gang violence. He was only 13 years old at the time. I still remember seeing Edwin lying in the bed. The doctor said he wouldn't live. But he did, and he's here today. But he was paralyzed from the waist down. I didn't want to end up like Edwin. I wanted to make something of myself for my family. After the stabbing, my family moved to Worcester. We started a whole new life. My younger brother, though, started causing trouble in school, and one day, my mom smacked him in the face. The DSS took us away from her. For 6 months, I wandered from home to home to home. I was separated from my brothers and my mother. I lived with strangers every day, new family every day. I would go to school late due to I would have to be escorted to school with a police officer or a social worker. The foster homes felt like prisons to me. Like I was in a cage, just being watched. Finally, we reunited as a family 6 months later. We moved back to Chelsea, and I was home again with my mom and my brothers. I found out about Year Up through my cousin, William Hernandez. It changed his life completely. He is now a full-time State Street employee and is expecting to receive his first promotion. So I signed up, was accepted, and began to work towards my goal to be the best student I could possibly be. I may have been the youngest student, but I was also the most successful, setting a program record of 610 points during learning and development. But I couldn't have been so successful on my own. I owe it all to my site leaders, Tyra and Cliff, my advisor, Megan, the staff of Year Up, and my mentor, Steven DeChario from Citibank. As a fund accountant intern at State Street U.S. Investor Services, I got used to the corporate environment. I liked it. Today, I get to keep feeling that way. I got offered the full-time position at my current internship. I would like to thank my two supervisors, Danielle Demos and Sandra Vides, for helping me along the way. Thank you. Through Year Up and my internship, I learned so many important skills that I can take away for the rest of my life. How to be dependable, responsible, how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, and last but not least, how to be a leader. Even though I'm young, I'm going to change the world for my family, no matter what they've done. I love them with all my heart. I'm going to change the world for them. My ambition is to own a home before I'm 30 years old. And here's some advice. To be the change you want to be every morning, you got to go out every day and exemplify that change. So every morning, I wake up with a positive attitude and ready to go. I never let the negatives outweigh my positives. I keep striving to achieve the things I want in life. I want to see my world, my community, and to embrace to a better tomorrow. I want to see in my lifetime responsible young adults in my future. Thank you, Year Up and its corporate partners, for empowering students like myself to realize their full potential